Welcome back to Wrestling Flash. If you are new, be sure to like and subscribe for more wrestling content. Without wasting any time, let's get into today's video. On Raw, Drew McIntyre put Randy Orton down with a thunderous Claymore kick and pinned him to win the WWE title. McIntyre had lost the belt to Orton at Hell in a Cell, but he is back again at the very top of the Raw roster. Following his victory, Drew McIntyre was interviewed in a backstage area, where he had a stern warning for Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Here's what McIntyre had to say to Roman Reigns. "I think I have got the words for this one. You told me to go get a title, Roman. I went and got a title. See you Sunday." A short while ago, Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre had an epic face-off on SmackDown, with Reigns telling McIntyre that he needs to win the WWE title before he can cross paths with him. McIntyre has done exactly what Reigns had told him to do, and we are finally going to see these two behemoths collide at WWE Survivor Series on Sunday. Roman Reigns is currently the biggest heel in all of WWE, while there's no bigger babyface than McIntyre. This clash had wowed the fans at WrestleMania 35 last year. This time, the stakes are even higher, and one wonders who will come out on top when all is said and done. Drew McIntyre became a two-time WWE champion on Raw as he regained the title from Randy Orton in the main event of the latest episode. WWE made it all the more special by booking it to have a big match feel, which included Sheamus gifting Drew McIntyre with a storage chest. The chest had several gifts, including a Claymore sword and a kilt. Drew McIntyre used the gifts later on during a grand entrance before his WWE Championship match against Randy Orton. Sheamus was one of the guests on Raw Talk after the latest episode of The Red Brand, and the Celtic Warrior revealed the reason behind his gifts. Sheamus explained that he gave the gifts to remind Drew McIntyre of his roots. The intention was to inspire McIntyre, and it's safe to say that Sheamus' gesture did the trick. "I gave him those gifts to help him get back to his roots. Sometimes you forget everything you've been through to get to where you're at. That was just me reminding him of who he is, where he comes from, and maybe give him a little inspiration." Sheamus understood that Drew McIntyre needed to regain his confidence after losing the WWE title to Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. Sheamus said that he was proud to see his brother McIntyre get back all the confidence en route to the WWE title win. After Randy got him at Hell in a Cell, maybe Drew had a little doubt in his mind. When he opened that chest and accepted that sword, everything came back to him. Everything he had been through before, it all came rushing back to his head. As his brother, I was proud to do that for him. Sheamus also revealed that he was close to Drew McIntyre's mother, Angela Galloway, who passed away after a battle with cancer in 2012. Sheamus said that Drew McIntyre's mother would be looking down from above with a big smile on her face. "I know his mom, Angela, is looking down from above with a big smile on her face." Drew is back where he belongs. Drew McIntyre will face Roman Reigns in a champion versus champion non-title match at Survivor Series. Going by all that has happened in recent weeks, the Scottish psychopath could end up having the title program with Sheamus after the PPV. Murphy has been on a roll lately on WWE SmackDown. This past week on the Blue Brand, Murphy turned his back on his former Messiah Seth Rollins and thereby helped Rey Mysterio to pick up a crucial victory over Rollins, which in turn led to Mysterio accepting his and Alia's relationship. That might not be all in store for the former disciple of Rollins, as Murphy might be getting his first name back. It was earlier this year that WWE dropped Buddy from Buddy Murphy and he became just Murphy. Now, if one checks out Murphy's official Twitter handle, they will notice that he has added the first name of Buddy back to his profile. However, as of this video, his profile on the official WWE website is still listed as Murphy. Maybe they are yet to update. Murphy is not the only one to have a part of his name taken away. However, if he officially gets his first name back, he will be the only superstar after Mustafa Ali to lose his first name and then get it back. Edge is currently out with a torn triceps injury. He is expected to be back in action in time for WrestleMania 37. The long-standing rumor for Edge has been a match with Randy Orton at the Show of Shows. While that might still be the plan at the moment, WWE has also talked about having another match for the Rated R Superstar. It has been reported that WWE is considering a match between The Fiend and Edge for WrestleMania 37. WrestleMania Update sources states that while Edge vs Randy Orton has been the long-standing plan, and still is at the moment, the idea of Edge vs The Fiend has been discussed a great deal for the show. It had been previously reported that the plan for Randy Orton and Edge's WrestleMania 37 match was for it to have an I Quit stipulation. The company intends to book a conclusive end to the storyline, but the plan could change as WrestleMania 37 grows closer. Randy Orton is no longer the WWE Champion. The creative plans for WrestleMania 37 are still not set in stone, and a concrete decision will only be made as WWE approaches the Royal Rumble PPV. Which match would you like to see at WrestleMania 37? Edge against Randy Orton, or Edge vs The Fiend Bray Wyatt? WWE wrapped up the storyline between Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio on the most recent episode of SmackDown. However, it seemed like a last-minute decision to end a long-running angle. Rey Mysterio picked up the win, before Seth Rollins was announced in a match against Murphy for next week's SmackDown. It was revealed that WWE had to end all of Seth Rollins' angles, as the former WWE Champion is scheduled to go on a short hiatus. They were going to do the blow-off at some point soon because Seth is only going to be around for another week or two because he is taking time off as his soon-to-be wife Becky Lynch is expecting a baby in a week or two. Vince is hoping for Becky to be back in January or February to start the one-on-one feud with Ronda. Vince wants WrestleMania to be the show that says WWE is back. We can't do Becky vs Ronda in the Thunderdome with no fans. He wants the fans back, and they will be back by the time Mania rolls around. Becky Lynch is one of the most marketable names in the WWE. Her comeback would be a great help, as the company experiences a slump in the Raw ratings. Nothing is confirmed, but we should know more about Becky Lynch's WWE status after she gives birth.